The Nerlin Nerds podcast is brought to you by What Lola Wants. Go to WLWPrivateChefs.com for information to reserve top quality chef and restaurant services in the Chicagoland area. Pulpery Media presents Nerlin Nerds with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the pop culture topics that interest us and those minor details that irritate us.
Okay. Boy, this show. So, White Tiger. Oh, no. We're gonna have to, you should pause that.
Yeah.
No, we'll
No, yeah.
because it's on.
No, I got it, yeah.
Sorry, guys. John Cena was on, and I can see him now because he's a heel. So, fuck all of you. All the haters. I'm gonna buy all of his shirts.
Yeah.
So, it was the trial, and I understand what you were saying because I hadn't watched that episode yet where you were talking about the courtroom.
Yeah.
That was my fault. I was talking about like the little courtroom scenes that they showed in the first two episodes.
Oh, yeah.
That episode, it was all courtroom drama, I'll call it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then him having to call out the vigilantes.
Yeah.
Which really chapped Kingpin's ass and White Tiger. Only for him to take a bullet to the head.
Yeah. Which, I mean, you know, and of course, at the end there, I mean, they do a wonderful tease.
Yeah.
And that you're left thinking, oh, like, you know, Punisher's back, but apparently he's for hire.
So the wife asked that. She was like,
Yeah.
Would Punisher really do that? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
If
given enough reason, sure.
Correct.
Yeah.
Like, if this vigilante killed someone's dad mistakenly, then of course he's going to go over there and you don't fuck with kids in Frank's world.
Right.
We're getting way ahead of ourselves. So...
No, we're not. Like, I mean, we can just... Yeah, we can move.
Because I was trying to say... So, Matt Murdock is slowly falling into that... I'm doing everything I can to be good.
Right.
Through legal systems and all this. I got him off. Everything was great. And then he took a bullet in the head.
Which, I mean... Again, like, we can dance around it, but... Again, the writing so far has been brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
And that... I mean, everything funnels to him... Again, finding the shell casing... Feeling that it's got the Punisher logo on it, and then he goes to see Frank. And fucking John Barenthal.
God damn it.
God, he's so goddamn good in this role.
Well,
I know.
Shane in The Walking Dead, he was so good, and I fucking hated him, which means he was good.
Good,
and
yeah.
Everything I've seen him between there and now, he's fucking killed it and everything.
But, I mean, he was meant to be the Punisher.
Oh, absolutely. Especially now he's grizzled. Like, Frank's been in, like, the underground of New York City now for years.
But, like, yeah, it's also something like, you know, clearly, like, everybody else around Matt Murdock. I mean, I guess, and again, they sort of address it in that scene with Foggy gone.
Yep.
There's no one to call Matt out on any bullshit. Right. And that's what Frank's there for. Just being like, yeah, fucking say his name. Say his name.
So, again, the wife asked, and I was like, or maybe she didn't ask, but I was explaining that they have a mutual respect.
Yeah, but
and that's why Daredevil actually came to Frank. Like, I think Matt knew. I called him Daredevil. He was Matt at this time. Matt knew that, like, I needed to go get this verbal ass whipping.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then once he did, you know, then
because he knows Frank didn't kill White Tiger.
Yeah, no, he knows all that. Because even at the first thing Frank says was, fucking, what did he call those? Imitators. Fanboy, something.
Yeah, I think it was fanboys, yeah.
There's fucking fanboys who are, I'm assuming, are going to turn out to be all cops, if I had to guess.
Yeah, because and then I think it's within a couple of minutes of being, or within like a minute of being that Frank even looks at Matt and being like, why are you really down here?
Right. Like, he doesn't like, he has zero time for small talk, and I can appreciate that more than anyone, and just don't have time for that. Yeah, goddamn, that scene was so good.
Well, and then, like, I tried the vigilante game. Look at where it got me.
Exactly. And then Matt asked him, he's like, well, yeah, I'm going to go kill somebody again. Like,
Yeah.
if they're bad enough, that's what I do. I sit down here and I clean up
Wasn't
people's
it like,
messes.
look at my board.
Yeah. Behind him, it looked like the GTA boards.
Yeah, or the Pepe de Silva.
Yes. Yeah. God damn it. So, and then, of course, that's all it took was a talking to Frank for him to go, okay, I think it's time.
Yeah.
After...
Well, I mean,
after he went and made love with the therapist who was totally dying.
Oh yeah,
she's dead.
Yeah, and it's probably going to be Kingpin's wife. It's
correct.
Going to do her.
That's exactly who's going to kill her.
Yeah.
So now we can talk about the man.
Fuck.
All right, like Matt Murdock, like that. Frank.
Yeah, this
I
is
guess
more
what we're
like
trying to say is everybody in this movie who's been cast in one of these is awesome.
Well, I mean, we talked about how Vincent D'Onofrio is Kingpin.
So,
but
him sitting awkwardly in like therapy, yeah.
Well,
like that, and then he go ahead.
Well, no, I love the dual storyline that they have.
Yeah.
Like two guys trying to go on the straight and narrow, and at every turn it's like, no, I need to do what I would normally do.
Which is why at the end of the episode, Kingpin's eating a lovely dinner while the guy who fucked his wife is in a cage. Okay?
But then he forgives Tony Soprano's kid.
Yes.
And then, but yeah, you're right. Like him doing the whole politicking thing.
I was gonna.
Fucking
my favorite
hilarious
one is the property, the Riverside property. He's like, "Fuck it, let's do it right now. Let's build." And she goes like, "No, we need a proposal, and then we need that proposal to get approved, and then we need this, and then we need to bring it in front of the council, and then we need to vote on." He was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Right.
No, let's build this now. So like she was giving, like he literally didn't know. He was thinking like the Kingpin. Like, I want this. Let's build this motherfucker. And she was like, if you really want to do this, like,
right. But then he even caps it off with like, okay, so like what
do we need to do to get started?
Yeah, kind of the way I would be in that scenario. Like, okay, what's the first step? Okay, you all take the first step.
Then. Yeah, and he tells her, he's like, you go do that.
But yeah, like, I mean you're just getting excuses at every turn, and then
what was the secret that his kid, is that really Tony Soprano's kid?
Or it's the actor's kid? Yeah.
Shut the fuck up! He doesn't even. I'll have to go back and watch it.
You'll see it.
Okay, he's way heavier now.
I guess a little bit. I mean, but he was in that Many Saints of Newark.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Playing a young Tony Soprano, but he's not doing like the soprano.
No, he's playing like that.
He's more of a weaselly,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or he's like the penguin.
Or he's like a bridge and tunnel trash. But
it's like Paul Heyman is what he's a young Paul Heyman trying to figure it out.
He's figuring out the shaman ways.
What did he tell him? He was like, "Sorry, I was up until 5 a.m. I was having drinks, maybe a little bit of ketamine."
It was like, I was having drinks. No, I was drunk.
Yeah.
And there was a little ketamine in there. It's like, oh man.
And then he gives that crying speech, and the Kingpin gives him the Bane treatment. Like, I forgive you, but
right.
If you fucking do anything again, I will personally rip your arms off.
Yeah.
With my bare hands. Like it. So yes. So this. Yeah. It's now they're gonna get to fucking at this point because.
Well, I think you're right. Like there has to be something that tips them both over.
So, and I think right now it was the White Tiger getting shot after he had done everything he could.
Well, I think it's going to come down to the therapist girlfriend. I think that's the full-fledged.
Okay, you're right. That might, because Kingpin is starting to see it, especially with the vigilante stuff. He can't have that shit going on. He can't have his underbosses undermining him.
Right.
Like, he can't have any of that shit.
Yeah.
And it's starting to stress him out. interesting part is going to be, oh God, I just figured it out. Like you said, it's going to be the therapist for him, and it's going to be his wife for Kingpin.
Yeah.
His wife's going to push him over the edge.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll be the fulcrum for everything, probably.
Yeah. I love the fact that she told the therapist he is, paraphrasing, he is a terrible human being who will kill anybody.
But he won't
fucking touch me. Yeah. Ever. He will never touch me. That is one thing you can count on.
Well, and then when they're having that scene where they're back at home and she's like, well, in full honesty, I have to tell you. And he was like, oh, she asked if you're safe with me. Like,
yeah.
That's the part that people forget about Kingpin. Like, he's as intelligent as he is, like,
he's
violent.
Uber intelligent.
Yeah.
And I love that they're sitting at the dinner table. You know, like, I guess you could call them estranged. They're not really. Kingpin's just mad because she fucked somebody.
Yeah.
But he's taking care of that by keeping him in a cage. I'm assuming in the same house.
Oh, yeah. In his wine cellar.
Yep. With his wife up there.
Right, yeah.
Wanting to fucking have everybody killed. Like, I want to run this city. Let's fucking murder everybody.
Yeah.
All right, do we have time?
We got about... Oh, fuck.
Did we build this city on rock and roll?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we got about 3-4 minutes.
Perfect. So, Kingpin, his day of appointments, like in the middle of this episode, was brilliant fucking television.
Yeah.
It was like, can't we cancel that? No, you have to do this. So he's sitting in that fucking undersized chair while these kids sing, "We built this city," and he is in hell.
Well, and it was also it was really good of the production to have a mediocre child's choir. Mm-hmm. Like, if it had been something where it was like they all sounded like, you know, Beyonce or something, it would have been like, oh, okay. Like, but there's a couple of out of tune kids, and like they're kind of like bored as shit while they're doing it.
Oh, I've sat through plenty of those.
Yeah, exactly.
So have you. You teach, of course you have. Yes, and how uncomfortable he is, and that's when they're getting the news of like the kid ratting him out for something, you know.
Yeah.
Right? So he goes and...
Yeah, that's right. They tell him before he gets to the Latvian Heritage Council.
Right, exactly. He's like, do we have to do... And then he has the conversation with him. All right, these kids sing, "We built this city," in English. Really bad, really terrible.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the Latvian thing, and what do? These motherfuckers sing...
Same exact thing.
The same song, but in Latvian, whatever that is. Russian...
yeah, I mean,
one of those Eastern European languages.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're part of the Baltic states.
So,
I
immediately knew the song.
Right.
Like, they didn't have any music, it was just the kids singing, right? Immediately knew the song. I went, you fucking bastards. Why would you do that to him? God, and he uncomfortably gets up. It's like,
we built this city.
Oh my Christ.
Well, and like at first I thought they were just gonna like it was just gonna be the chorus and you see him sitting uncomfortable. No. They made you as uncomfortable as he was.
Exactly.
Like, when they're having to do like for the like something listening to the Mamba on the radio.
When she was like, "We built this city," and the teacher was like, "Okay, great. Now we're gonna do number." He was like,
"No."
That was perfect. You were all great, very talented kids. I'm getting the fuck out of here. And then he's forced to do it in Latvian. Like, that's the shit that makes this show awesome.
Yeah.
There's like that 8 minutes.
Well, and that, I mean, it's like super, super, super dark. And then there's like, there's those little like pockets where it's like, oh, yeah, he's gotta hate that.
And you can see it, and I love how you said, like, we as the viewer were just as uncomfortable going, come on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my God.
Fucking brilliant. You motherfuckers. I can't wait.
The following segment has been brought to you by Whatever Lola Wants. Go to WLWPrivateChefs.com for information to reserve top-quality chef and restaurant services in the Chicagoland area. The Nerla Nerds podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, produced and edited by Ben Grimion, marketing by Brock Ryder, graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion, music by the Heisenberg Compensators.